Namaste, I am the Queen of Cups, Montreal. This week's reading features the Light Seer Tarot and will give you a sneak peek at Valentine's Day or week vibes for you and your person of interest. At this point, I invite you to pick the deck or crystal which resonates strongest for you. In the video description, you will find links for my tarot reading services, my Etsy store for healing crystals, and my social media. You will also find timestamps for your chosen reading, which you can use to navigate the video. Thank you for joining me. Please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications for future readings. As always, love all and harm none. This includes yourself. Namaste, Amazonite group. Thank you so much for joining me. As I mentioned in the introduction, this reading is inspired by Valentine's Day and the energy around that day this week. So we're going to explore the general themes of the love that you share with your personal interest, the challenges, the lessons, and the ways in which you can grow. Position number one has to do with the theme of the love. So what are the general energies or the general environment, thoughts, perceptions, vibrations of your connection? Here we have the Ten of Cups, so I would say that's a very good energy to have. I feel like with the Ten of Cups energy here, it's saying that you are feeling fulfilled, you are feeling supported, you are feeling loved. I feel like this is a great energy to really go forward with because it's the Ten of Cups. You can't go wrong. I feel like in a lot of ways, even if you and your person of interest are struggling, in a lot of ways this is a fulfilling, sustainable, positive connection. So keep that in mind, even if you're all relationships aren't always easy or make sense, or sometimes they're karmic, sometimes there's twin flame energy, sometimes it's a soulmate that just doesn't get it. Position number two is what challenges your love? What are the challenges that you and your person of interest face? So there could be some addictions here. It could be an issue of It could be an issue of entanglements or somebody struggling with the past, somebody feeling tied up, somebody struggling with inner turmoil. There's some sort of entangled energy, some sort of toxic cycle, toxic negative patterns, negative thought patterns. There's something that's keeping you or the person you love chained in and linked in. So I do feel like that's the challenge, is breaking negative patterns, unserving relationship cycles, getting rid of the past, releasing the past in a positive way so you don't feel so entangled, or your person of interest, maybe they need to express to you what's holding them up. Your lesson, what lesson can this relationship teach you, or perhaps what is the lesson you need to learn to get the most out of this relationship, connection, love attraction? These readings, the love readings that I give, are meant to serve single people, those who are taken, and even when it's complicated, as long as you have a person of interest in mind. Your lesson is the Ten of Swords. So maybe it's you that's feeling a little bit entangled with this Devil card, or maybe you're both going through this period of needing to release, needing to let go, needing to grow. I feel like you're being called forward to release. You're being called forward to heal and untangle the knots that have grown within yourself. If you're a victim of trauma or heartache or any sort of emotional abuse or a narcissist, that's not your fault, but you can empower yourself with your own healing. And maybe you need to remind your person of interest that as well, that they can empower themselves with their own healing. What is their lesson? What is your person of interest lesson? Here we have the Chariot in reverse. So I do feel like you're being called to slow down. You're being called to hit the brakes a little bit, or they're being called to hit the brakes a little bit, to maybe stop and smell the roses. With this black and white energy that I often pick up with the Chariot, maybe they're inviting your person of interest. Oh, sorry about the glare. I feel like Spirit's inviting your person of interest to see all the shades of gray. It doesn't have to be I'm right and you're wrong, or that's the past and this is the future. It can be a continuation spiritually of saying that's who I am and this is who I'm growing to be, or maybe we both have our point, or so it doesn't have to be such black and white thinking. And I feel like your person of interest is being encouraged to slow down and just get a feel for the energy in the moment. Stay present and be present. Then we have your areas for growth for the both of you, for your connection or relationship. What areas can you benefit from growth, and what areas will you grow in? I feel like, the world card is a symbol of growth, is such a beautiful thing because it's saying that things are going to come full circle. I feel like there's a faded energy to your relationship. Could be, as I mentioned before, soulmate or twin flame energy. The area for growth is really bringing it full circle. I feel like there's a lot of past energy, a lot of like emotional knots and entanglements and distress. And I feel like really the world here symbolizes the ability to bring it full circle and to make your healing complete. And I feel like you can both benefit from more inner work and more personal work in order to bring you two closer together. Finally, position number 6 is sex and romance. What does your sex or romantic or intimate life have in store? That's a little treat at the end. Thought we could get a little bit naughty. Oh, this popped out of the deck. Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like somebody's going to show a little bit more of themselves, get a little bit more intimate or secure in the intimacy. I feel like there's going to be a deepening of your romantic connection or intimate connection. Definitely a period of growth. Sorry about that, guys. So yes, one of you is going to show a little bit more expertise, perhaps in the area of intimacy and romance. So I feel like somebody's going to show their chops like, look, I haven't shown you this move before, which can be kind of fun and exciting. So you guys, to summarize, I feel like the best part of your relationship is this fulfilled energy. For better or worse, you two feel fulfilled with each other. I feel like the challenge is like this internal struggle, these toxic cycles or these negative thought patterns. Somebody, I feel like both of you, is caught up in cyclical energy that needs to be broken and released. As for your lesson, I feel like it's about letting this negativity go from you. It's not your fault that you've been kind of conditioned to speak in negative, kind of more doomsday kind of energy or thought processes of, oh, this could be bad. But it's time to elevate your vision and assume the higher perspective. Your person of interest energy needs to be able to stay still and appreciate all the different shades of gray that comes with it. It doesn't have to be like, you're right, I'm wrong, yes and no. It can be, yeah, maybe we're both right, and maybe there's something to learn from the past and something to learn from the present. It's about being able to see things in different shades of gray. Areas for growth is this spiritual growth, is this spiritual opening up, is this rebirth. I get this feeling of rebirth with the world card. Rebirth, now that you've come to the end of this negativity, yourself and your POI, I feel like now you can really fully encapsulate the healing within yourselves individually and together. In the naughty area of sex and romance, I feel like somebody is going to show a little bit more of their chops and show you a little bit more about what they're working with. I feel like somebody hasn't been altogether revealing about what they want or about what they can do. So I feel like in your area of intimacy, things are going to get more grounded, more comfortable, more stable, more secure and confident, and perhaps somebody's going to show off a little bit. You guys, with every reading, I send out a little love and light and namaste energy. I sincerely hope you received it today. I look forward to seeing you Wednesday for a mini love reading and next Saturday for another extended reading. Namaste, you guys. Namaste, Carnelian group. Thank you so much for joining me. As I mentioned in the introduction, this reading is inspired by the Valentine's Day energy. I want to kind of channel loving lessons and loving messages, and a little naughty surprise at the end that I mentioned, to just let you know the path that your connection or relationship is taking. Once again, this reading could be for anybody if you're single and have a person of interest in mind, or if you're attached, or even if it's complicated. My intention is that this will bring clarity between you and your person of interest. So the overall theme of the relationship, this is Queen of Pentacles energy. So I feel like the overall theme is really growth, commitment, dedication, fidelity. There's a strong resourcefulness. There's a strong loyalty here and dedication. So there's great potential for commitment between the two of you, no matter what, for better or worse, no matter what you're going through. There's this great opportunity for commitment. So don't give up here. I feel like you both have a similar idea and in mind when it comes to stability and connection. Now we're going to address what is the challenge. What do you two face as a challenge? If there's so much committed energy, very earth energy, then what is challenging you? So I do feel like here we have the Three of Swords energy. I feel like somebody's really struggled with heartache, with pain, with disillusionment in love, with letdown. I feel like somebody may still be corded to the past or struggling with past heartache or trauma. So I do feel like this is the challenge. It's a healing moment in order to be able to heal and release the pain of the past, in order to trust each other and move forward in a healthy, healing way. So that's the challenge, that healing opportunity. Don't look at it as a challenge, look at it as an opportunity for you to heal, or your person of interest to heal, and for your connection to heal. Then we're going to explore your lesson. What lesson does this relationship serve to teach you, or this connection serve to teach you? What lesson perhaps helps you connect better with your person of interest? Here we have Six of Wands. I feel like you're being called to celebrate yourself, celebrate your victories, celebrate how far you've come. No matter what your circumstance, you're here, you're a survivor. I feel like a little bit of confidence could go a long way with you, or heck, a lot of confidence can go even further. I feel like you should really celebrate yourself and invite your person of interest to celebrate you as well. If they're already celebrating you, learn to take a compliment, learn to be celebrated. I do feel like you should be able to appreciate how wonderful and smart and passionate and gorgeous you are. Then we're going to explore what their lesson is, either in this connection or to bring you closer. What is their lesson, your person of interest lesson? By the way, I do shuffle these cards beforehand, but I like to give them a little bit more energy now that I'm here with you. Here we have the Five of Swords. I feel like they're struggling with negative thought patterns. They're struggling with low vibrational, stagnant energy, hurtful, harmful, feeling like they're doubting themselves, and they're feeling let down or disappointed, disillusioned. I feel like they're really struggling with their inner voice. Perhaps even their inner critic is struggling, and that's what's keeping you two apart. It's like this negativity kind of, you've heard of rose-colored glasses. I feel like these may have like gray-colored glasses. They're looking at everything a little bit negatively, and they could even have somebody in their head filling them with more negativity. It might not just be them. They could be struggling themselves with negativity and with struggles. What area of growth Either do you two need to achieve to get to where you're going or where you want to go? Or what areas of growth do you have once you do get on the same page or get where you want to be? Or potentially just areas of growth in the future if you're in a good place already. Here we have the Ace of Swords, so I feel like you two are really changing your perspectives about a lot of things, individually and together. I feel like you continue to open each other's minds to new possibilities, new perspectives, new thought patterns. So I'm excited about that because I feel like your minds are both expanding at the same time, helping you see different energies and different possibilities, which makes sense with you in the Three of Swords energy and with them in the Five of Swords energy. So, sorry, with your challenges in the Three of Swords energy and them in the Five of Swords energy. So, and finally, the little treat at the end, we're going to explore the world of intimacy. Could be sex, could be romance. We're going to see what those intimate details have in store. Any upcoming energies. This flipped over in the deck. I feel like your, this we have the King of Cups. I feel like your sex life or intimacy could become a little bit more innovative, could become more intimate. I feel like it could be a deepening of ideals and inspirations that you may get elsewhere, and a connection, an emotional intimacy that leads to greater physical intimacy. I feel like there's a deep connected energy. I want to say tantric or spiritual that's coming into play here that really helps you and your person of interest join together, either in the bedroom or in terms of just intimacy and being close. So I do feel like this King of Cups energy is coming in to bring a little bit more inspiration in terms of how you can make each other, not innovation, but inspiration in terms of how you can make each other more, give each other more pleasure, or more comfort, or more security, or more enjoyment when it comes to you two and your more intimate aspects and details. So I'm going to summarize here. You know, the theme of your overall relationship is really grounded in earth energy. We're talking about Taurus and Capricorn and Virgo and deep, deep earth energy. So that's commitment and loyalty and fidelity and dedication. The challenge is the hurt here. Somebody's been hurt, somebody's struggling. I feel like it could be both of you with the past, and it's really challenging you two to overcome it. You can overcome it, but the heart has been hurt. There's a fear here of letting someone in again, and there's a fear of being let down, and there's just a connection to the past that's hard to overcome. But you will and you can learn to celebrate yourself and celebrate who you are, and just let your person of interest celebrate you. I feel like this is not it for you. You know, if you're starting to celebrate yourself more. If you haven't celebrated yourself yet, start. And as you're learning to celebrate yourself, I feel like your person of interest is going to learn to set these negative mindsets free. Could be somebody's whispering negativity in their ear, like a real tangible person, or they could just be locked in a spiral of negative thought processes, disillusionment, disappointment, really struggling with that. So they need to clear their head and clear their energy. Your room for growth is both. You're both changing your mind. You're both getting an elevated perspective here in celebrating yourself, and here with your person of interest clearing their mind. So I feel like you're opening yourself up to more possibilities, more potential, and a lot of healing will come from this open-mindedness or expansion of your mind. In the terms of sex or intimacy, I feel like you're going to achieve a deeper emotional connection, which will really help your intimate connection sing and soar. You'll be inspired to give to each other in ways that you haven't given before, and give of yourself in ways you haven't given before. So it's going to be a fun and deeply fulfilling Valentine's Day week. You guys, with every reading, I send out a little love and light and namaste energy. I sincerely hope you received it today. I look forward to seeing you again Saturday for an extended reading, and Wednesday for a mini love reading. Namaste, guys. Namaste, Rhodonite group. Thank you so much for joining me. As I mentioned in the introduction, this reading is all about Valentine's Day energy, Valentine's week energy, the overall themes of your connection, the lessons that can be learned, the growth that can be had, and then I have a little surprise at the end, a little saucy surprise at the end. So I do shuffle these cards beforehand. I just like to add a little bit more energy once I'm here with you. And this reading is for anyone, single, taken, it's complicated, as long as you have a person of interest in mind. Position number 1 represents the theme of your connection, the theme of your relationship. What pervasive themes keep following you? And here we have the Knight of Wands. There's a spontaneity, an impulsivity, a fiery energy, very sacral. Honor the emotions, seek pleasure, honor the the energy and the instincts and the intuition. So I feel like there's definitely this energy of very that of sacral and fun and playfulness. So that's the overall theme. I feel like you two are really like letting yourself go and exploring life and enjoying life. What are the challenges? Listen, with every relationship or connection, there are challenges. That's what helps us grow. It helps us self-actualize, and it helps your person of interest self-actualize. So position number 2 represents what are the challenges here. So with the Queen of Wands, I feel like once again, we're looking at this kind of impulsive energy. We're looking at this kind of free-wielding energy, but it's a positive, but I feel like looking at the overall theme of impulsivity and fire and emotionality, I feel like it could be too much of a good thing. The challenge could very well be the fact that you are dealing with a lot of fire, individuality, independence, transitions, transformation, but at an expedient rate. Like there's a lot of this fire, which could be a lot for any connection or relationship. I feel like there's a lot of this, like independence, liberation, freedom. And sometimes that can make things feel a little bit free-wielding or and unstable. Position number 3 is what is your lesson? What can you learn going forward in this connection? What can you learn? And here we have the Three of Wands. I feel like it's about learning to set out on your own. It's about learning to honor your own truth, honor your own fire, go with the energy of the fire of your sacral chakra, your instincts and your will, without being burnt by it. I feel like there's this energy of so much fire, which can be great. It can be projective and creative and manifest and inspire. And yet too much fire sometimes leaves us a little bit burnt and looking at what we've done and saying, what transpired here? Have I done too much? Has this gone too far? So I feel like with the Three of Wands energy, what it's saying is be willing to grow, be willing to build on the flames instead of letting them be a destructive force. You're full of passion. Channel your passion in constructive ways. And then we're going to look at their lesson. What is your person of interest lesson? What can they learn from this connection? How can this connection, this soulmate, twin flame, could be karmic, how can this connection benefit them? What can they learn to either bring you together or that they need to learn for you to be together? And here we have the Justice card. I feel like they need a little bit more balance, which makes sense with all the fire energy I'm seeing, the Wands energy, the passion, the intensity, the fervor. I feel like they need to learn to balance their energy, perhaps work in tandem with you or work in tandem with other energies. Perhaps they're a little self-minded or they reflect too much on themselves and their will and what they want, when in fact they need to look at harmony and unity and balance, divine masculine, divine feminine. We all possess the divine masculine, divine feminine, yin and yang. We all can learn to have this harmony within ourselves, and it goes out into our relationships. So I think your person of interest needs a little bit more balance in their lives. What area for growth can you two share, or will you two achieve as individuals, helping you come closer together? What are the potential areas for growth here? And here we have the Seven of Pentacles. It was in reverse, so I feel like this is how it presented. I just want you to see the card. So I feel like this energy with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse really reflects on not always having to be at work, not always having to go forward. And I know this is an area of growth, so you're kind of saying it's a mixed message, but what it's saying is sometimes it's okay to appreciate where you are. And I feel with all this fire here, you two need to learn how to be in sync, at peace, aligned, connected, in the present. In the present. And I feel that with the struggle of this fire and this passion and this instinctive drives and this intensity, I feel like you could really benefit from staying present and appreciating the growth you've already achieved, instead of looking forward to more and more and being dissatisfied with what you do have, or kind of overlooking the present state and the present accomplishments. So I do feel like that's something to keep in mind. And then finally, in the area of intimacy, romance, and for some, sex, I want to look at some projective messages about what you can expect going forward. Here's the Page of Wands. So I feel like somebody's going to be feeling a little bit more free, liberated, hopefully both of you. I feel like there's this energy once again with this fire. I want you to look back and look at all the Wands energy here. There's this energy of creativity, of new and innocent exploration, of letting the self go. There could be some missteps just because somebody seems to really be looking to put themselves out there and really spice things up and try something new from a novice's point of view. But I do feel like you two are going to have a playfulness, a joy, an optimism, and some innovation coming in, some creativity. So expect that. Let's summarize. You guys, the theme of your relationship is this spontaneity. It's a lot of Wands energy, a lot of fire here. So I feel like the theme of this connection is that sacral chakra energy, a lot of fire and spontaneity, freedom, liberation, passion, intensity, all that good stuff. What is the challenge? It's very much the same thing. I feel that sometimes it's hard to maintain that level without getting mad or frustrated or having, feeling neglected or feeling like two people on the same journey but by yourselves. I feel like there's a lot of individuality here and you're struggling to bring it together. So that's the challenge. The theme is the theme and the blessing is the fire, and the challenge is the fire. I feel like your lesson is to really learn how to balance that flames, to work with others, to join together, to flow with the energy, to flow with the universe. I feel like it's hard sometimes to learn how to do that and manage the flames and learn how to use them to create instead of destroy. In a similar way, your POI needs to learn how to find balance, unity, harmony, how to work with others, how to balance their energy and channel the flow in appropriate ways. I feel like you're both in this situation where you want to learn how to work with the energy and channel it into positive ways instead of being angry or frustrated or feeling stunted. Your area for growth is really not seeking growth at all. It's learning to be at one and balanced and peace with what you already do have. Stop seeking more and more and more just for a time and learn to be okay with where you are. In terms of intimacy, I feel like this is this energy of freedom, liberation, fun, playfulness. I feel like somebody's going to be wanting to break out of their shell in an innocent way. Perhaps there could be some blunders because there seems to be a bit of a novice's approach. But I do feel like there's going to be some fun and spontaneity, playfulness, and a coming together moment where you don't take yourself so seriously. You guys, with every reading, I send out a little love and light and namaste energy. I sincerely hope you receive it today. I look forward to seeing you Saturday for another extended reading, and the beginning, mid, and end of the month for mini love readings. Namaste, guys.